Hey guys, this is part two of my collection video. If you haven't seen my first part, then you can go back and check it. I posted it yesterday. You're gonna have to stick with me a little bit today because I did drink a little bit of moonshine tonight, but I told myself I was gonna do this, so let's go ahead and get started with it. Um, yeah, I got some legendary deck cards right here. Just figured I'd put all my tokens on this page. Um, I did end up going to was it, a TCG player today, and I bought about $25 worth of cards. So whenever those come in, I'll make sure I make a video on those. I don't really like doing that too much. I'm more of like a pack opener kind of person. I like the surprise that you really get out of opening packs. But yeah, since I bought those, I'll make sure I show you. They're not real expensive cards or nothing, but uh, they're definitely some cool ones. Some ultra rare cards, which I really like any kind of ultra rare cards. And I'll give you a little bit of a hint. I have the ultra rare ultimate insects, and I'm trying to complete that collection. So I got the next rarity of the ultra rare insect. If you watched the video yesterday, you'll probably know which one I'm talking about. Yeah, I kind of realized yesterday that since I was using my phone, the best way to record is not straight up and down, and you should probably go ahead and start recording it sideways. So I've kind of learned my lesson a little bit on that one. Sorry if I'm a little bit annoying today. I know, like I said, I have gotten to a little bit of moonshine tonight. And also, I am still a little bit sick, so I'm still a little bit sniffly, so you'll just have to excuse me if I do that a couple times here. This is my second binder. We do have another binder that's going to have my traps and spells in it. And then at the end of this video, we're going to have three cards, which are the only three cards that I have that are over $25 each. And I like to keep those in top loaders instead of binders, just because it protects them more. But I did want to point out this morphing jar. My what I really want to do is try to find all the jar cards because I really do like them. Just the concept of them and the way they look is really nice in my opinion. Also, I noticed when I was looking yesterday at my video, it's not the best quality for some reason. Whenever I am recording this, it looks really, really nice. But then whenever I uploaded it, it looks just super blurry for some reason. Aquamador, you'll see at the end of this binder, what I do is I'll sort them out by the archetype, which I know most people don't really like, but I like it just because it's easy to find cards that way. And I do also do it by the name. I got the Legendary Collection Dice Magician, which is really nice. But like I said, I do it by the name, so it's easy to find them. I do it by archetype, and then I do it by alphabetical order. So, but at the end of this, you'll notice that I'll have some that are kind of out of whack, and the reason behind that is because I have so many cards, and when I go to sort them, I like to wait till I have a whole lot. That way, I can sort out a whole lot, and it doesn't take. I mean, it takes a lot of time, but instead of like sorting them out every time I get a pack, uh, it's just a lot easier to wait till I have a whole lot more. That way I can sort them all out at once, and then the rest of them will just sit in the binder. Illusionist Faceless Magician is one I really like. This is the reprint of it, which I actually like a whole lot more than the original print, and it also makes it an effect monster, which is really cool. But like I said in earlier videos, I really, really love Pegasus. Anything that has to do with Pegasus was just my childhood when it came to these cards. Magician of Faith is a really cool card. I really want the Speed Duels version of it because I kind of want to get into Speed Duels just because it seems really cool. But I've never even looked into it too much. I don't know how competitive a deck I can make right now. But I do have like the Relinquish and stuff like that, which I'd like to get a couple more of those because, like I said, Relinquish is really nice. I went on TCG and bought the Structure Deck Pegasus one just because I really wanted a holographic one. But hopefully I can like I think it's Spell Ruler it comes in, and I'd really like to pull out of the Spell Ruler pack, even if it's not a first edition. But well, Spell Ruler isn't first going to be first edition no matter what because it's Spell Ruler, and the first edition are Magic Ruler, which would be even cooler to pull it out of. But I don't really see that happening. Well, not with my budget and stuff right now, but Thousand Eyes Restricted is another awesome card that I really like. I also really like Time Wizard. I'd like to get a higher rarity of Time Wizard whenever I got a chance. Anything Toon, I love Toon Dark Magician Girl and just a regular Dark Magician. They're awesome, and Toon Gemini Elves are really cool. Go over here. I'd like to get some of the new Thunder Dragon cards. The only one I really have is this one right here. But as I go on, I'm sure my collection will grow. Let's see. The Blackluster Soldier is a card that I really, really like. I got the Legendary Dex one and the one from Duelist Saga, which is really, really cool. I think I might have skipped a page right there. I felt kind of thick. Okay, yeah, I did. So we got the Buster Bladers over here. Another archetype that we'll see later on in this video that I really enjoy are the zombies. Obviously, I do the archetype by alphabetical order too because I just think that's really easy. But yeah, I'm looking forward to getting to the zombies. I had this really nice Ultra Ray right here. I was really lucky to pull that. My local car shop actually doesn't sell very much Yu-Gi-Oh because not a lot of people around here really like Yu-Gi-Oh cards. But he had some of the booster box left, and I bought it from him, and I ended up pulling that really cool card. I also really like Elemental Hero Divine Neos. I think its artwork is just really, really cool. I bought the Elemental Hero Neos, the reprint of it from the Duelist Saga, or not Duelist Saga. What movie is Dupo? I'm not really sure, but the alternate art. So I ended up buying that because I don't really have the money to go ahead and spend $30 on a box of cards. Guy of the Night, the Fierce Knight. I really like anything that has Gaia in it. I think I have a Gaia Cyburst one. I think is what it is. I'm not really sure, but anything with Gaia in it's really cool. Just because uh, it was from my childhood. The Jax Queen and King Knight of Illness. I have all three of them. I think I got most of them from the first legendary decks, which I actually bought from my friend. He was collecting cards, and he had maybe I'm not really sure, but he had the legendary collection, the first edition of it, which I don't know if they have another edition or not, but the first edition of it. So I gave him $75 for that, and then all the cards he collected throughout his childhood. So that was a really good deal, in my opinion. The Noxious Celtic Guardian, I really like that card too, just in general. I don't really know why. It's the Queen's Knight. The Secret Six Samurais, I'd like to get a couple more of those because that's the only one I really have that's any good. There's another guy in the Fierce Knight. I really like the artwork on this card. I just kind of like the cloak and stuff. I don't really know. It's just a nice card in general, really. Like I said, whenever I'm doing these videos and I'm looking at them through my camera, they look really nice. So if it uploads and it doesn't look all that great, let me just go ahead and apologize. I don't have a camera. I am using my phone right now because I can't. Let me see, because I can't really afford a camera because I am kind of low budget because I just kind of first started doing this, but I thought it'd be fun just to make videos and let people see what all I have because I really like to enjoy watching other people kind of show off their collections and stuff and just looking at all the cards that I'd like to get but don't actually have. Guard Penguin, that's a really strange looking card to me, but I think it's cool looking, yeah. Harpy Lady, I'd like to get the rest of the set of those. The Harpy Lady 1, 2, and 3 at least. Wild Turkey, I think that card's just funny in general. My girlfriend loved it whenever I pulled it. She thought it was awesome. The Sacred Phoenix of, I can't really say that word. You have to excuse me. I'm not good at pronouncing these kind of things, but I like that card a whole lot too. Windrose, the Elemental Lord, I think that card has some really nice artwork going along with it. The Worm, I don't have very many of the Worm category. This is the only 7 right here. But I really like that. I think it's kind of cool because I like dragons and stuff like that. So it's like a mix up to the dragons. But I'd like to get some more worms out there. I really like this card. It reminds me of that one Yuki card. I can't remember it straight off because I am a little bit drunk right now. But I really do like that card. And another one I really like is Doom King Belderach. I'm actually using it in my deck right now because I think it just works so well with the deck that I'm using, which is the I think it's called the Gateway to the Underworld Structure deck is what I base it off of. So it's really cool. In my opinion, my local shop just started doing Yu-Gi-Oh! So there's not a whole lot of. There's just like 5 or 6 a week that try to go down there, but it's still pretty cool to like get around some other people that like doing this. Pump King's another card that I really like just because when I was a kid I'd watched it and I thought Pump King was awesome, and I pulled Punk Princess and a pack that I can't remember the name of for the life of me. I can't remember the name of it, but I didn't even know that existed. So I thought that was a really cool fucking card whenever I first pulled it. Then I of course have the Red Eyes Zombie Dragons from the Structure deck, which are also cool cards, but just I don't know how competitive they are because, like I said, I'm not a very competitive player at all. I just like the way they look a whole lot. Uni Zombie, the Ultra Edition, I think that one's really cool. I like it a whole lot too. Ultra Rarity, sorry, not Ultra Edition. The Avenger Chimera, that's a really cool card. Over here, I have my trap monsters. I decided to put them in my monster binder because they are kind of like technically monsters, but they're also traps too. But they're pretty cool. Some more zombie monsters. I meant to put these before those trap monsters, so I'll have to change that here in a little bit. But here's the new cards that I have, like the LOB. Most of those first page are LOB. I do have like the Salamangreat Great Sunlight Wolf, which is a pretty good one right now. The Guard Dragons, which I really did want, so that's cool because I pulled those both on one of the special editions whenever I went to our local tournament kind of thing. The Tank Grub I really like because if you remember from my first video, I really like insect cards. That one's a pretty cool card to have pulled, even though it's just a common. Like I said, I don't have very good like technology, so you're just gonna have to bear with me here whenever I am using my phone because I know it doesn't have like the best lighting and stuff, but I'm trying to get decent pictures of these to show you guys. The Great Eslan Jr. That's pretty cool. That's a pretty cool card. I also like the Chemic Critter Carbo Crab, just because I don't know, crabs and like things like that just kind of remind me of insects, I guess, in a way. But yeah, I don't know if I pointed this out earlier, but the worm cards, if you can't tell, I kind of have like a thing for the worms. I think they're really cool looking because their designs are just like all over the place. So that's what made me really go out and look for these cards in particular. But I really like the worm reptilian cards. Those are really cool. So we're done with all my monsters, and we're gonna go over here to some of the traps and spells. Now I only put my rare traps and spells in these binders here, so I just wanted to show you some of these. The rest of them are just in a bulk box. I got the Crush Card Ultimate Rare or Ultra Rare. I'm not sure. I think it's the Ultimate Rare is what they call these. The ones that are out of the those Kaiba collection. I think they're Ultimate Rare, but I got one of those, so that was really cool because I like anything Ultimate Rare. But yeah, only anything over $1 is what goes in this binder, just to kind of save space and room because I have a lot of traps and spell cards. And then after this binder right here, I just have a couple more cards I want to show you guys, and they're like the rarest of the rares that I have, which there's not very many of them. I only have three, but I just kind of started collecting. I have some instant fusion cards here. Those are actually I have a couple of those for sale on eBay right now, so I hope those sell soon just to help me, buy more cards. Because all I'm planning on doing is just selling my bulk on eBay or different kind of selling sites. That way I can end up buying other cards to kind of show you guys in the future here. The Rainbow Bridge, that's for my the Ancient Duelist or Ancient Millennium pack, which is probably my favorite booster pack I've seen so far, just because uh, anything to do with Pegasus, and that pack is basically, or a big portion of it's based around Pegasus. So that's really cool to me. The Toon Kingdom, that's a really cool one to me. I also really like the Twin Twister and the Twister ones. I don't really know, but those cards just kind of stand out to me for whatever reason. And that's all my traps and spells that I have. So let me just show you these last three cards. First we have Cyber Submergence. I didn't even know I had this card. Um, I was just going through TCG Player to see what kind of how much my cards were worth and stuff like that. See how much I could sell them for. And I ended up putting this one in, and this one sells for about $25 right now. So that's really nice. So I decided to put it in top loader and kind of preserve it. I have Ancient Gear Fusion. Um, this came out of the Ancient Millennium Duelist Pack 2. I got lucky enough to pull this out of some booster packs I bought on eBay for like $20. It was like 20 for four of them or something like that. So that was really nice to pull because this card sells right now for maybe like $35 or something like that. And then my next one is my absolute favorite card in Yu-Gi-Oh right now, and that is the Million Eyes Restrict. I ended up pulling this. I found on eBay a guy was selling an Ancient Millennium pack or a booster box for about $120 or something like that. And I had to get it just to try to pull this card because this is my absolute favorite Yu-Gi-Oh card of all time right now because I love anything Pegasus and I just love the way this card looks. You're gonna have to excuse the glare there. I don't have very good lighting right now. And if you see scratches or anything like that on any of these cards, it's just because the top loader is a little bit scratched up. I didn't get some new ones that aren't, but the card itself are basically in perfect mint condition. I put them straight from the pack into the sleeves and then into these top loaders. So this card's probably worth right around 30. But yeah, that's my favorite card, basically in Yu-Gi-Oh! Period, just because I think the way it looks is just awesome, and then it also ties into Pegasus, which is just awesome to me. But I just wanted to thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Tomorrow I'll probably go into some Pokemon cards that I've collected, which I haven't been collecting, so there's not nearly as many, but I have been getting to it here recently. So, like I said, tomorrow that video is going to be coming. But I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe if you do like it. I'm going to try to get better. I know the quality and everything like that isn't that great right now, but I am going to try to get better, and eventually I'm going to buy better equipment and stuff for you guys. But I really appreciate it, and have a good night. Thank you guys.